The Cameroonian Femina Tembon, at 64 years old, occupied the position of Vice President and Corporate Secretary of the World Bank Group from September 1st, 2023. Having joined the World Bank Group in 2000, Tembon, a specialist in international development, distinguished herself as Country Director of the Bretton Woods Institution, notably in Bhutan, Bangladesh, and Burkina Faso. In her role, Tembon brings a world of multicultural experience and human qualities that enable her to achieve her objective through strategic dialogue. In a career spanning close to 30 years, the Vice President of the World Bank Group was awarded the World Bank Group's Leadership Award for Diversity and Inclusion in 2010 and the World Bank Group Staff Association's Award for Excellence in Leadership in 2014.
It's what you call work-life balance, in the sense that I am a mother of 4 sons, biological sons, but 10 children because I adopted 6. And my family is very important to me, and my job is very important to me. There are 24 hours in a day. I try to do the balance between paying attention to my family and paying attention to my work. It's a lot of hard work, but it's just being focused and making sure that the things that are important to you, those are the things that you do. So I'm always doing it within the framework of urgent and important, less urgent and less important. Now, if something is less urgent and important, and you have to choose in that quadrant, you start with what is urgent and important. That's what I've always done in life. Professionally, my professional life has been very interesting all along. And for me, every step in my career is a learning step. And the thing that really keeps me going is the fact that I learn all the time. If you ask me, having lived in other countries is the best experience I've ever had, because you learn about the people, you learn about the culture, you learn about other ways of doing things, which for me is the richness of the diversity of countries in the world. The first, I would say, is to be goal-oriented. Know where you are going. So if you set a goal and then you walk from where you are to achieve that goal, and being focused and strategic. Because strategically, if you don't think about where you are going, you can land anywhere. But if you know where you are going and you are focused and you make the effort to just achieve that goal, I think for me, that is the most important thing. Many challenges as a girl and as a woman. As a girl in school, the society expects women to behave in not one way or the other, but you are constantly challenged because, they say, there are things they say, oh, this is for boys and this is for girls. The luck I had is that my father never saw me as a girl. From the get-go, he said, what a boy can do, you can do. I climbed trees like them, I played soccer like them, I did everything they wanted to do. So from childhood, my parents inculcated the can-do spirit in me. And whatever I want to do, and my dad always told me, you can be whatever you want to be if you put your mind to it. So for me, it's the same advice I would give anybody. Nothing is impossible. You put your mind to something, you can make it happen. I would start with education. Education is the best place to start, female leaders, because education empowers women. And you cannot do anything without training, without developing the skills, and without giving people opportunity. So to develop female leadership in Africa and Cameroon or anywhere in the world, you start by educating the women. You start by empowering the women. You start by giving them self-esteem and that confidence that they can do what they want to do. Oh, many people inspired me. If I just want to reflect, the first people whom I admired when I was young were my teachers. All the women who taught me in primary school were my role models. And then I grew up, and every step in my life, I always looked at the women, women ministers, women who were in places that I wanted to be in, were such an inspiration. And there's so many people in the world who have inspired me, but really deep down, one person who has inspired me a lot is Nelson Mandela. I have a photo of him everywhere in my house because for me, he is a leader, and that's somebody whom I draw a lot from. You have Nelson Mandela and you have Mahatma Gandhi of India. Those two leaders have shaped me very well, and I really like Obama too. My message, the first message to women, the young women who are coming up, is first that they have to be confident in themselves. Nothing is impossible. If you are determined to do something, you can do it. As I said in the room, your only limitation is your imagination. If you imagine it, you can make it happen.